What's happening, traders and investors? It's Rod with Power Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth for a daily market recap. Today's recap for Monday. It's August 9th. Hope you were all well today. Hope you had a great weekend. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the two-day bull flag on Bitcoin that confirmed, and we are ultimately targeting as a measured move $50,000. We also had some extremely bullish signals on the weekly time frame that flashed as well that are adding confluence and overall confidence to the bulls here in this move up. But essentially, I'm extremely confident that the bottom is in. We've been saying for a while on this channel now that the bottom is in and that we're ultimately going to be targeting 50,000 and then on the high end, 80 to 100,000 before the end of this bull cycle sometime in the next 6 to 8 months. I do believe that very strongly. Let me know in the comments below if you agree, disagree. So before we jump into that part of the show today, we'll run through some news and events like we normally do. Then we'll look at the Bitcoin chart, the rest of the crypto space, and the broader market. I'll also put some timestamps in the description below as well, but make sure to drop a like and share if you find value in this content today. So the Dow and the S&P 500 slipped from the records to start the week. So we saw daily consolidation on the S&P 500 breaking the low of Friday, but no major red flags. We know that we need to see multiple days of pullback before we have any real proof from the bears that they mean business, right? So no major red flags. Stablecoin giant Circle plans to become a federal bank. So they are the issuer of stablecoin USDC, one of the top 3 biggest stablecoins in the planet. I think they have the potential to be number 1. I think that they will be number 1 in the not too distant future, sometime maybe between now and the end of 2022. But we know that Goldman Sachs was also one of the early investors in Circle. And nothing really happens in the world without those big financial giants like the Goldman Sachs of the world. Also, in other news, crypto compromise amendment blocked in the Senate infrastructure vote. So there was an amendment compromise to the infrastructure bill as there was some negativity towards validators and other things in that infrastructure bill. And a lot of people were complaining. We had celebrities. We had, Charles Hoskinson, which is the founder of Cardano. We had, Elon Musk, which was saying that we didn't need this much legislation and crackdown and picking winners and losers. So essentially, they were trying to make a compromise amendment. But that was blocked and that negatively impacted the sector. We did dip quite a bit there, but we are bouncing back here quite a bit, and it's a potential 4-hour bull flag on Bitcoin. Again, we'll look at that here in just a second. But wrapping up here in the final pieces of news, so the SEC reaches a $10 million settlement with exchange Poloniex as they were accused of operating an unregistered cryptocurrency exchange, but getting away with a slap on the wrist, and the SEC scores $10 million. And I don't think this will be the end of all of the lawsuits. And speaking of lawsuits, in other lawsuit news, SEC wants Ripple employees Slack messages in order to obtain critical evidence in the case. So we'll keep an eye on that as well, as it doesn't look like we have any settlement anytime soon. If they're still looking for critical evidence, I don't think that there would be a settlement. I don't think they'd be looking for critical evidence if there was already a settlement. So I know there was a lot of speculation on crypto Twitter and on the internet, social media, that there was already a settlement, but I think that gives us our proof that there is no settlement if they are still investigating in the discovery phase. So before we jump into the crypto space, I do want to say that very humbled. We had some great news today. Power Group has a new sponsor, and that is Uphold Exchange. Uphold's one of the biggest exchanges in the world, probably second next to Coinbase. As we know, Coinbase just went public, and we know that Uphold is actually going through private equity at the moment, so they're fundraising, but they will be going through an IPO very shortly, in my opinion, sometime between now and the end of 2022. And this is going to be, in my opinion, one of the major exchanges in the world. So great milestone for Power Group. Very humbled and happy to say that I'm a proud user of their platform. So you can check out the description link in the description below if you want to learn more. But essentially, you can go on here. Here's their website. They have a cool debit card coming as well. So a MasterCard debit card, you can use crypto. You can buy things with crypto. You can also buy equities on here. So Tesla, Amazon, Apple. You can buy metals, gold, silver, platinum. They have digital wallets. So you can sign up for this debit card. There's a wait list at the moment, but essentially I was speaking with one of their marketing team agents today, and they said that in Canada it should be ready at some point by October. So essentially you get this debit card. You can use it anywhere in the world where there's MasterCard, and you can buy things with it online or in store where there's MasterCard and directly convert it into US dollars. So you can pay with, you can buy products and services with your crypto, and it automatically converts it into that USD or that local currency. So super cool, and I highly recommend you check that out. And like I said, just starting to see more and more recognition. They looked at our channel and they said that they were very, very impressed with the POW Group channel, and we're looking forward to a partnership and working together. So I'm humbled, and I absolutely love the platform. It's something I'm going to be looking to purchase as well. You can't buy private equity in it at the moment because you have to be accredited. So if you're not an accredited investor, you don't qualify. But like I said, pretty soon that will IPO, and I think will be a major opportunity to invest in the long term. So taking a look at the crypto space here, you can see that we had a pretty nasty sell-off across the board. We started 4-hour consolidation, but ultimately, like I mentioned, we held that 2-day, on the 2-day time frame, we held the EMAs. We had the EMA 12 and 26 bull cross. We had the 2-day bull flag confirm. Once we broke 42,605 resistance, that confirmed the 2-day bull flag. And as you can see, we have a measured move here up to the $50,000 area. And we do have a lack of resistance here on the 2-day time frame up to 59,592. Just taking a look at the daily time frame. So we did start daily consolidation today, but nice recovery by the bulls. And even at this point, it is a potential daily bull flag. So we have a daily bull flag on watch as well. So there's lots to be bullish at the moment. I would certainly want to be bullish more so than bearish. There's way more bullish indicators at the moment. And speaking of bullish indicators on the weekly time frame, I want to share with you and everybody watching here that you can see we closed above the 10-week moving average last week. We had a bull cross on the stochastic and the MACD. We have all systems go at the moment, and we could be gearing up for an explosive move higher. We also held the 50 weekly moving average here on all of these pullbacks. We had these nice lower wicks here as well, indicating bulls were buying the dip. But from this low here at 29,800 on Coinbase, I think it was, we dipped below it. We got to 29,300 and change. So if you were entering off that 28,800 support, you could have entered off of that and never got stopped out. You could have also entered and said, okay, keep it very simple. If we close a weekly candle below the 50 weekly moving average, I'll exit that position and look to reload cheaper, perhaps near the 100 weekly moving average down to $21,000 or $20,000, maybe even $25,000 psychological. So that would have been one way to play it, off of that support or just off of a weekly candle closing below that, which we had failed to do on all of this pullback. And now we have a huge weekly bounce. And if we take a look at the weekly time frame from the lows there, just clean this up a little bit here for you folks to see. But from the lows, we are now up 62%. And I know bears are just in awe. So many people thought the world was ending. But I mean, we hit 28,000, right? $28,000 all the way from $65,000. That's a 55% pullback, right? 55% decline. And we were at like 10 on the fear and greed index in terms of fear, right? So how much lower we were, I mean, it can always go lower than we think, but it was just an indication that the bull market, in my opinion, was far from over. It was just monthly consolidation. We had run many, many months without any pullback, and we started monthly consolidation. So as soon as we lost the low of the previous monthly candle, which happened here in the month of May, so if you would have went off of that, just keeping it extremely simple, okay, and that's what I did, right? I exited all of my Bitcoin position when we started monthly consolidation. So I've been all out of Bitcoin for multiple months, and I'm also not holding any Bitcoin at the moment. I think that Ethereum, I think all coins are going to shine and out. I think the multiplier effect on Bitcoin is just come and gone, right? But look at the monthly time frame. We're holding that monthly EMA 12. We have nice lower wicks there as well. Just so many reasons to be bullish, and we don't want to be biased and slanted in one particular direction. We want to keep an even bias and be on the lookout for negative and positive, bullish and bearish indicators. But like I said, at the moment, not seeing too much of anything bearish at the moment. But I do want to highlight on the daily time frame, we do have the 200-day moving average there at 44,977. So taking a look at the daily time frame, we have an hour and 38 minutes. So we were rejecting pulling back from that level. So ultimately want to see a daily candle close over that $45,000 level to remain bullish. But starting to see the 50-day moving average curl up toward the 100. See a mini bull cross there of those of the short term and the medium term, and then ultimately see the 200-day moving average come back down, and then we could gear up for a golden cross after we had this death cross back in the middle of June that confirmed. And if we do see weakness from here. So let's say we start daily consolidation, which we know is likely going to happen at some point. We started it today, but we didn't see much pullback. We lost the low of yesterday, so 43,131. The low of today, 42,821. So like I said, it's a potential daily bull flag at the moment. And confirming that daily bull flag, that would bring us to a target of about $50,000 again. So daily bull flag in line with the 2-day bull flag of $50,000 as well. So again, lots of proof and confluence to the bull scenario here. And just taking a look at some of our other names, so we'll take a look at some BTC USD longs is down over 5% here at the moment, but pretty much a sea of green out there. MGTI, DMGI, and BTC shorts up to 17% at the moment. So we've got some people betting against it. Litecoin also just stealing the show. We've been saying on this channel for a while now that Litecoin, my biggest holdings at the moment are XRP, XLM, and Litecoin. And Litecoin continuing to stand out. Also want to just highlight that the Litecoin BTC chart is flashing extremely bullish here as well. So if we can close over this EMA 26, you can see here we broke above resistance at 3659 Satoshis. So if we can close over that EMA 26, that white line sitting at 0.003635, that is going to be bullish. We're right on it here at the moment. But like I said, about an hour and 30 minutes left of that close. So LTC extremely bullish here at the moment. But I do think that altcoins are going to outpace Bitcoin here in the latter part of this bull run. But I do think that XLM, XRP, and Litecoin are just going to absolutely explode here in comparison to a lot of our other names. And let me know in the comments below if you agree with me. So taking a look at SPY, so we had that ascending triangle on the daily time frame that confirmed. We did back test and lose the daily, we have a daily high or low here, but we lost the daily pattern of a high or low. And we started daily consolidation, but you can see here we had that resistance line, or that horizontal resistance line of the ascending triangle. Look where we back tested today, perfectly on that line. And we had a little bit of a lower wick. So again, bears prove absolutely nothing today with 1 day of pullback, barely any pullback at all, right? From the low breaking, we only pulled back about 0.1%, and from the all-time high, only pulled back about 0.38%. So really nothing being proved here by the bears, and bulls still in full control. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw further upside into tomorrow even. And like I said, targeting 445 on the low end there on that ascending triangle, confirming maybe even 450 here. And we had a bull flag on the S&P 500 as well. It was a 2-day bull flag. Just draw that out here for you folks. So it was a 2-day bull flag on the S&P 500 as well. And the whole entire market, the everything bubble just continues to inflate. But like I said, need to see multiple percentage or multiple days of pullback for these bears to prove anything. Taking a look at the dollar. So DXY bouncing on the daily and coming up on key resistance there at 93.19. Then after that, we have 93.43 on the weekly time frame. So holding EMA 12 and just looking for a weekly high or low. And if we break above resistance here at 93.19, that's going to confirm a weekly uptrend. And that is not what we want to see. If you're bullish on stocks and assets, you don't want to see the dollar confirming a weekly uptrend. Not the complete end of the world. We're not seeing a huge inverse correlation like we normally do, but just something to keep in the back of your head. So QQQ was a daily inside bar today, I believe. Yep. So we'll be watching that tightening range into tomorrow. But a break will be imminent, so either we break it and continue daily consolidation, which was happening on Friday, or we break it bullish and we set all-time highs. Holding EMA 12 here as well, that's going to be a crucial level of support. Metals were getting slammed yesterday as well, but we had a nice lower wick. Silver all the way down to $22, hit daily oversold. So nice daily oversold entry there on gold and silver, but absolutely weak at the moment. And Uphold, going to be interested in purchasing some gold actually on Uphold. as they offer many different products. So going to end it there. Also going to do another video here a little bit later on for an MJ sector review, and may get a couple other videos out as well on some earnings. DDD had earnings after hours. Stock was up about 10%. So thanks for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth for the daily market recap. Make sure to smash the like, subscribe to the channel on your way out, and we'll see you in the next video.